Hello, hello. It's your last recording for the week. All right, get out your comprehension check. And while you're digging in that binder, you might as well grab your vocabulary page too. We're going to get both of these out of the way. All right, pause the video till you've found them. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Directions. It says color in the bubble by the correct answer. We should be getting pretty familiar with these by now. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can really tell which answer I'm pointing to when I point. I'll read number one. I'll read it a couple times. I'll read all the answers, and you color in the bubble to the one you think is correct. Number one says, how would you describe Mrs. Mallard? How would you describe Miss Mallard? Would you say that she is talkative, protective, or mean? Talkative, protective, or mean? Choose one to describe Miss Mallard. Number two, who was kind to the ducks? The boys on the bike, the boat driver, or Michael? Who was kind to the ducks? The boys on the bike, the boat driver, or Michael? Number three, why did Mr. Mallard leave Mrs. Mallard? Why did Mr. Mallard leave Mrs. Mallard? Was it because he wanted to explore the river? He was mad at her? Or he migrated south for the winter? Why did he leave? Why did Mr. Mallard leave Mrs. Mallard? He wanted to explore the river. He was mad at her. Or he migrated south for the winter? Which one? Number four. What dangerous situation does Mrs. Mallard and the ducklings end up in? What dangerous situation does Mrs. Mallard and the ducklings end up in? The foxes following them. Number one, foxes following them. A boat almost hitting them. Or trying to cross the road. What dangerous situation does Miss Mallard and the ducklings end up in? I'll read them one more time. Foxes following them, a boat almost hitting them, or trying to cross the road. Last one, number five. You're just telling me yes, this did happen, or no, this didn't happen. Did Mr. Mallard keep his promise? Yes or no? Number five. Did Mr. Mallard keep his promise? Yes, that did happen. Or no, that did not happen. All right, you guys, when you're done with that, put it to the side. You're going to move into the vocabulary page. We have only been doing this side of the vocabulary. There is a back side to it. We're not going to do this side. We're just going to do the picture side. Okay? It says match the vocabulary word to the correct picture. So here's all your words at the top. I'll read them to you. It says mallard. Say mallard. Say hatch. Wade. Island. Dither. Okay. So taking a look at picture one. Okay. Is it showing a picture of mallard, hatch, wade, island, or dither? Choose the word, and when you're done, cross the word out. Make sure you're spelling it correctly and that you're writing it very neatly so that I can read it. I crossed out the word mallard. I'm not telling you that mallard is the answer. I was just showing you how to cross out the word, okay? Don't scribble all over the word. Just draw a line through it. All right, mallard is not the answer for this one. Okay, number 2, I'm gonna read all your words every time, okay? So if you're not sure which word it is, watch my finger as I read them. Okay, so look at the picture of number 2. It's a little girl. She's in the water. And look, the water just comes up to like her thighs. Just covers her legs. Okay, so is this showing mallard, hatch, wade, island, or dither? Okay. Number 3. Look at the boy. He looks surprised, doesn't he? Surprised. I think we could also call him nervous. Do you remember which word means surprised or nervous? Is it mallard, hatch, wade, island, or dither? Okay, pause the video if you're not done writing. I know that I'm moving probably faster than you're writing the answers. That's okay. Pause it if you need more time. Number 4, picture of a little animal coming out of an egg. Aw, baby animal. Is it showing a mallard, hatch, wade, island, or dither? Number 4. And last but not least, number 5. Here's some ducks here. Is it showing mallard, hatch, wade, island, or dither? When you're done with that, set it to the side. Okay. I think we're gonna do our craft now. So this is a duck. Obviously this is a mallard duck. So you can grab your, why don't we color first? I'm gonna color just a little bit of it because I don't want to waste your time with watching me color. If you remember, the boy mallard duck has a green face. You can color your face of your duck green at the same time that I am. And if you need more time, because I'm going kind of fast, you can always pause the video, finish coloring. Also not doing a very good job because I'm missing some of the edge and I got it in the eye. All right, looks like Cooper is waking up, so I'm gonna finish this quickly. You should take more time. I don't want to see all this white on yours. All right, I can color the beak. Again, you're going to take more time than I am. I'm going fast and I'm rushing and it doesn't look nice. I want yours to look nice. Go nice and slow. Take your time for coloring. All right, I might color his hair on the top green as well. Again, color nicely. Don't color like Miss Moss. All right, take your scissors when you're done coloring. Pause the video if you're not done. I'm gonna cut around my duck here. This top is kind of tough to cut, but I would like to turn mine upside down. Remember that it should be facing away from your body. This is away from my body. And I'm just gonna cut down and cut out all of those things. There we go. Turning my paper, not turning my scissors. My scissors are always pointing away from me. Okay, pause the video if you need more time to cut out your duck. You probably do. Okay, next. I think I want us to use this. Okay, so what you're gonna do, you don't need 3 of these, you only need 1. Cut out 1 of these. If you haven't gotten this paper out yet, you'll have to find it. Sorry, I forgot to tell you to get it out. Cut out just 1 of these. This is, I'll show you what it is in just a second. Okay, so this is gonna be like the bottom of your beak. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my duck and I'm gonna fold the top beak right here, okay? Now you can do this a couple of ways. If you have a stapler at home and you have mom or dad to help you, if you don't, do not use the stapler. I'm not telling you to use the stapler on your own, okay? Only if you have a mom or a dad watching you, telling you it's okay to use a stapler, or maybe they staple it for you. I'll show you that option, okay? Sorry, I had to grab my stapler. You can staple this to the duck so that you can open it and you'll see these lines. So what I'm gonna do is, since it's folded like this, I'm gonna line it right up so it's right underneath. And then I'm gonna staple it at the top. I'll staple it this way. Hold on just a second. See, this is tough to do by yourself. Plus, I don't want you using a stapler by yourself. Okay, so I stapled it just like that. So now you can kind of see the staples right there. That's okay. But when I open it, you'll see a couple of lined papers, and it's like, oops. And you can make your duck talk. Okay, we're gonna write something on here. If you don't have a stapler, you can just grab a blank piece of paper, even your notebook. And what you would do is, oh, here's a blank piece of paper that I missed. We're not supposed to skip paper. I could glue, pretend that this wasn't on yet. What I would do is I would glue down, you know what, I think I'll just rip this off so you can see it. If you don't have staples, you're gonna fold this still on the line, just like that, so that your beak is kind of up. You're gonna put glue right here, only on the top part. You're not gonna put glue on the beak, only the top part. I'm gonna glue it down. Okay, so now this part is still not glued down. And now what I can do is I can glue this piece with the lines right underneath, just like that. Okay, so if you don't have any staples, this is gonna go in your book. If you do have some staples and you have a mom or a dad or a grown-up that can help you staple, you don't have to put this in your composition book. You can just have it by itself. All right, so I'm gonna keep mine in my book now that it's glued down. Now here's what you're going to draw here, or what you're gonna write here. First of all, if you're not to this point yet, I want you to pause and either find your glue or find a grown-up to help you staple and get this done, then come back. All right, now we're gonna pick one of the characters to talk about, or to write about for this. So our characters are who? We have Mrs. Mallard, we have Mr. Mallard, we have Michael. Those are the only 3 main characters that I can really think of. Sorry, these staples are driving me crazy. All right. So I think that I will write about Mrs. Mallard. If you want to write about Mrs. Mallard too, you're welcome to. But I don't want you to write the exact same thing that I am. We're just going to describe her personality. We've done this before, okay? So I could write Mrs. Mallard is loving. If you choose to write about Mrs. Mallard, that is fine. But I don't want you to write this word here, loving. Write something different. Describe her in a different way, okay? I wrote Mrs. Mallard is loving. If you want to write about Michael, the police officer, you could describe Michael to me, his personality. Describe him on the inside. We already did this right over here. If you want to talk about Mr. Mallard, you could talk about Mr. Mallard too. Okay? Just don't make it exactly match mine. All right. And that's it. Very nice job. You did excellent. I love you. And I will see you in a little bit. Bye-bye.